Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a daily sketch. So we're gonna hop on into our sketchbooks, get to a fresh, clean page. A daily sketch is a goal that I've had for myself for about a year now, and I've pretty much stuck to it. Even if it's just the smallest little sketch that I'm able to do, it's still something to get the juices flowing for however much time that I have had in the past. Now, thankfully, I do have a bit more time to actually sit down, record, and just enjoy the process of it. But daily sketch, it's just supposed to help get you out of your head and just squeeze in some time for the things that you're passionate about to create, you know? So I want you guys to join me today in my daily sketch. I'm gonna be doing some kind of portraits, but not realistic, more of a stylized within my style of portraits for, you know, children's illustrations. I've been working on a lot of character designs, so I save a lot of photos that I find of people that just look really interesting, people that have features that just call to me. All the time, that's how I find inspiration. It could be the set of somebody's jaw, it could be their nose, it could be their hair, the texture, whether it's curly, whether it's short like a bop and it just looks really straight cut. It could be anything. I'm excited to just jump into it. I'm going to be using this is my Arteza sketchbook. I got this on Amazon, I think 5 years ago now, and it came in a set of 2. I finished one of them, but I haven't finished this one yet. I have a few, probably about 20 or so pages left. Just because when I do a daily sketch, I don't always do them in my sketchbook. I'll grab scraps of watercolor paper that I have because I have different size watercolor pads, like the 6x9 inch pad I used in my last video, or a 9x12 sheet that I'll just cut up. It really just depends on the paper texture and what I've got to me. I try to carry this in my bag since it's pretty small. I'll put the dimensions and where I got this in the description if you guys are interested in this specific sketchbook, but any sketchbook will do. I have a few that I haven't even used yet. I have like a stack of, and I think every artist can agree with me here that collecting sketchbooks is a hobby in itself. So yeah, I've got a nice collection sitting over there staring back at me. So I want to finish this one so I can move on to the next one, because it's such a great feeling when you finish a sketchbook. I've only done it once, and it was with the other one of this that came in the set. But it was a great feeling, really great feeling. And I'd like to get that feeling again, so I don't feel like I have all these half-finished sketchbooks, which is exactly what I currently have. So moving on, we're gonna be doing that. So grab your sketchbooks. If you don't have a sketchbook but have some loose sheets of paper around, grab that, grab a pencil, some color pencils, whatever you want to work with. I think I'm gonna be doing colored pencils because I don't want to erase. I'm gonna challenge myself to not erase even if I make a mistake. So I'm just gonna be going very lightly with the colored pencil so I can go over it darker when I'm happy with, you know, the lines that I'm creating and the shapes. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's video. There's such a glare. I hope that's not picking it up too bad. I do have some reference photos on my phone. I'm just skimming through Pinterest. I really like the short pixie cut that this woman has here. This next woman has short ginger curly hair, so I'm gonna try to recreate that. So now that I have these 2 portraits sketched out, I wasn't going to go in with watercolor, but I want to do more detail. Like, this isn't enough for it to feel complete for me. I really want to try to capture this woman's fiery ginger hair, and I want to do like a purple black color for the pixie cut, and then I really want to do those grape earrings she was wearing to finish off the sketch. So I am gonna grab my watercolor and I'm just gonna begin to color in a bit, but I am gonna keep using my colored pencils as well, just to get some more texture and detail. Let's finish these up. Some paint. I'm just gonna use the colors that I've already gotten here, just because it is such a quick daily sketch and I just wanna really get into it. She has a very pale complexion. So I'm gonna take this with a little bit more water and just go into this on her face. I'm having such a fun time doing these kind of cartoon-like portraits. When I first started drawing, when I was getting into art, I was so big on the human anatomy. I was constantly drawing bodies and faces and noses and eyes and mouths. So then when I would go back and try to do some comic book or graphic novel style of art, like those illustrations, I found it so much more difficult to simplify the human anatomy, and I still find it difficult to this day to just do like those bodies with just the line art. It's just incredible to me, and it's beautiful work, and it's not as easy as it seems. It really is not. You would think a portrait with more detail be harder than doing something with so much less detail, but still trying to capture expressions and a personality and a whole character. It just blows my mind how simplifying something can be so much harder to me. That's how I find it. So doing these kind of easy, fluid portraits have been a great exercise for me to kind of stop trying to put so much detail in these illustrations, especially when I'm working on my children's book illustration and Kidlit illustrations for my portfolio, to try to capture a scene and all of these characteristics in a face without doing too much. It's a fun challenge, it really is, and I think props to anyone and everyone who is able to create like that. I just find it so cool. Looks like she has a lot of rouge on her cheeks, so we're just gonna go in, take some water to spread that. Got a little bit of vermilion left over. I'm gonna mix with this brown over here. I'm gonna start dark. While she's done, I'm gonna jump to her and then back to her. This is gonna look so much better. This is the ugly stage, and normally, if this was like 4 years ago, I would have ripped this out at this stage. But I know I'm not done. So we're just gonna ignore how it looks currently. I'm gonna layer it, it's gonna get better. Okay, this is what we're working with so far for my redhead number 1. I still want to go in with some more color pencils and some white to finalize some more details for this sketch. But it's getting out of that stage. It's looking better to me, and I like the bright colors kind of sticking with the orange and red and a little bit of purple being those primary colors. So now let's go back over to this sketch and finish her out as well. She's really giving me some black cat energy. And these are the final sketches. I pulled out some more color pencils because I just want to add a little bit more detail to these sketches before I finish. Like I have this gold, it's actually Crayola. And this entire pack came with so many different colors. And I was actually gifted these years ago. I do use my watercolor pencils more frequently than these, and I just need to figure out a better storage solution for this. Just gonna add a little bit there. Alright, so those are today's sketches. What do y'all think? What do you think about the quick sketch? You know, I originally wasn't going to do it with watercolor. I was just gonna go in with colored pencil and do a couple. I wanted to do a few more portraits actually, but the minute that I drew them, I just wanted them to be in color. I changed my mind, and I'm glad that I did because I like the colorfulness and the playfulness of it, you know? I really enjoyed doing two very different portraits. They were two very different women. Obviously, one has short black hair with the pixie cut. Another one has that vibrant orange, curly, beautiful hair that's shorter. And she's kind of like a fashionista in my head. I've got like this whole life for her built up in my head where she has like these 2 or 3 poodle dogs. One of them she likes to dye pink, the other maybe green or blue. She's got this whole vibe to her, and I think I aged her up a little bit with just the design choice of like the knit and whatnot. So I would like to draw her again and just make her a little bit younger. Oh, I don't know, I'll see what comes to mind, but I definitely felt inspired by that one character. And then the other one is giving me, like I mentioned before, very Black Cat energy. Very punk and stylish with lots of leather, and just she looks like she's got either a black cat or one of those naked cats. I always forget what they're called. They bother me a little bit, the skin. Like, I don't want to touch one. I love trying to do the pixie cut. Hair is something I want to keep practicing with. I want to keep trying as many different styles and cuts as I can. I want to do people all different shapes and sizes. I just want to keep practicing, and I'm glad that I chose these two very different portraits for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found your own portraits to just get some sketching done for the day. I'm proud of us for doing our daily sketch. Stick with your goals. That consistency does feel good. Even if there are times where you can't, don't beat yourself up. It's okay. Whatever time that you can make for the thing that you're passionate about, the thing that you love to do, that's okay. It's up to you to make that time for it, because no one else is gonna make the time for you. And just try not to be hard on yourself, because listen, there are so many other responsibilities in life that it really can be difficult to make the time to just sit down and do something like creating, or like just sitting down and reading a book when there's so much going on. So just remember to take the time for yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, and let's just continue to strive to stick towards our goals and to make more goals for ourselves, and to just keep moving forward one day at a time. Thank you guys for coloring with me today. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys like this video, please feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to stick around and join the art club. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.